Alright guys, welcome back. Quick video to update on how I'm going with the new shed. So the big change since the last video on the shed is I've got stuff in it now. That's the big obvious change. I've got new lights up in the roof which I've installed. They certainly make things more pleasant in here. I've also installed a hoist, 2-post hoist there, which in the last video I was measuring up the roof space that I had. So that's all installed. I've actually never had a car on it. It's just been commissioned, and probably later on tonight I'm going to put the old Pajero up there to drop the oil on it, so that'll be a good test for it, but I've got no doubt that it's going to be fine. It's all bolted up and it goes up and down, no worries. I've got some shelving in now and some storage for car tools, and I've got a workbench over here. This side of the shed is going to be primarily for stuff to do with the hoist, so service work, brake jobs, things like that, where I need to be able to lift the car up and down, and any sort of vehicle maintenance and stuff. Probably more short-term work over here. I brought my original toolbox. It's my very first toolbox, this one here. But I brought that home. My main toolbox that I use, I still haven't managed to bring that. It's going to go over there when I get that back. And then all of this stuff along here, along this wall, is more related to fabrication and future projects. So pedestal drill, English wheel, a shear, shrinker stretcher machine, bead roller. This is like an electrical toolbox where I keep all the stuff to do with electrical, auto elect stuff, welder, pipe bender, and a sander lynching machine, and then a shed heater, which I'm not going to need again this year anyway, now that things are starting to warm up down here in Victoria. And then this workbench here came with the shed, but I've got a few things on there. I still haven't quite figured out how I'm going to set this area up. I want to get a welding table at some stage, which I think is going to go in that corner, and I've got ambitions to get a TIG welder as well. And I've got some power tools over here which charge up on the wall, which is cool. Torana in another video. It's not supposed to be in here. This car's supposed to be finished, but it's got a problem with the motor, which I was working on in a previous video. Hopefully that's out of here and back into the garage for storage soon. Yeah, so the intent with the layout of the workshop is to have this for the service area, sort of short-term stuff, day-to-day, whatever sort of maintenance I need to do on one of my cars or whatever. And then from here across to be more long-term build fabrication stuff. And there's enough room where you could probably get 3 cars in here, but that's not going to be the intent. The intent's actually probably going to only have 1 in here at a time. At the moment it's the Torana, but I've got to bring the Galant back and get that in here pretty soon. And so I think the Torana will probably scoot over a little bit, and then the Galant will probably go in here, or maybe the other way, the Torana over there and the Galant in here, so I can keep working on that and get that completed. But it is coming along. I've still actually got a lot more stuff to bring back. I'm being pretty selective about what comes here. There's a lot of stuff that's going to get moved on or stored elsewhere. I've got a couple other sheds on the property, sort of storage ones, so they'll work nicely for keeping this space clean, because that's the idea. This is supposed to be a productive place where I can come in here and sort of get things done, and I don't want to be tripping over other stuff, which is the main problem I've got at the shed I've come from. So hopefully there'll be an update on the Torana pretty soon. Busy getting everything squared away, ready to get that firing again. And then there will be progress on the Galant as well. The next cab off the rank is to get the Galant into here and get all the bits and pieces needed to finish that car unpacked and sort of in position, and then I can get cracking on getting that finished off. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.